Just wanted to introduce Hannah and let I'll just introduce myself as well and let everyone know how excited I am for Hannah. She had a baby recently, and it's her first, and she gallantly decided to take on this call, I'm all for it. Hannah is an amazing, she's one of our best trainers. She is technically gifted as a coach. She's logged over how many hours now? Like 40,000 hours as a coach or something ridiculous.
Yeah, almost 4,000.
4,000 hours as a coach. That's a lot of coaching hours. That's a legit number of coaching hours, 4,000. And so she's going to be here. She may have to go feed her baby, but she'll still be on the call, and her husband's around. And I'm on call backup if needed. I usually don't lead the 1.0s anymore, but for this one, I'm going to hop in if the need arises. Yeah, I'm just excited for this call. There are 7 right now in the course. I'm expecting 2 to 3 more to jump in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So I think that we'll probably have somewhere between 8 to 10 on this call. Normally our calls are 12 to 14, so the summer classes are a little bit smaller, which is great for you guys. You get more attention from the trainers and more practice and all of that. But no, I just want to introduce myself, say hi, and see if there are any questions from the get-go. Cool, I'll hang out for a little bit more, and then I'm going to take off in about 5 minutes. So Hannah, take it away. It's your good hands.
Awesome.
Oh, I do want to say one thing. Sorry, Hannah. I do want to say one thing. I lead the Wednesdays 30 for 30s. Unfortunately, the Wednesday evening overlaps with this call time, but there is a Wednesday morning one, which Mike has attended, so he's seen the craziness that goes on in the 30 for 30s. He can attest to that. Please consider attending those. It's a great way to get extra practice. It's a great way to ask questions from me and the other trainers. And we're a growing company. We've doubled from 2016 to 2017. We've essentially doubled in size. And I expect us to grow again that clip of 2018. So it's an exciting time to be connecting with Coach Training EDU. I'm currently living out of a fifth wheel, traveling the country. So once we get our social media, as you can see, right, we're now currently in Washington, D.C. I have a 10, a 7-year-old, and a 1-year-old all in this little trailer. So it's a little crazy here. But as we get, starting in September, we're going to start putting on workshops and things like that. So if I'm in the area, please reach out.
What time is the 30 for 30 on Wednesday morning?
It's on noon Eastern, 9 o'clock Pacific time. It goes for 1 hour.
It's important to know that's every other Wednesday, because then the Wednesdays in between is a 4:30 Pacific.
Perfect.
And there's an access to that on the materials page, like the password that you'll need. And there's a calendar as well, so you can see the alternating times.
Great.
You have other thoughts, John?
One more thing. For those of you who are calling in or don't have video capabilities, if you could at least get your profile picture to be a picture so we could see you, that would be great for the future weeks coming up. And other than that, that's everything else is pretty usual, pretty the usual.
Awesome. All right. Well, thanks, John, and thanks for being here with us, checking in.
Yeah, no, I'm psyched, Hannah. And thank you, too, for leading this call. I know, it was a thing, and we're,
I was nervous. I was like, I really want to do it, but
somewhat short on trainers, but I want to be a progressive company and allow moms to do this kind of work if they want to, even when they have little babies. And I talked to my wife, and she was like, yeah, rock on. Hannah's awesome. So, this is you guys are lucky.
Yep. So my little boy, his name is Ryan. He is 2 weeks old today, actually. And he is out on a walk with his daddy right now. We got him to sleep in the car seat, and we got the little car seat that clips into the stroller. So I'm hoping that it lasts for a little while. So it's really exciting. We live in Seattle, Washington, just north of Seattle. Like John said, I've been coaching for over 4 years. Love it. It's been weird not coaching for the last 2 weeks with Ryan. I've noticed that I try and coach him, which he doesn't understand what I'm doing, but it's just kind of how I approach things in general. But it's been a really cool thing to welcome him. Yeah, and as we thinking about checking in, usually we share like who we are, where we're from, what you're hoping to get out of class, and then a metaphor. And I'm a big fan of the piece of fruit metaphor. And so my one that I usually go with is, I always say fruit salad because I can't make my mind up because I like so many things. So I'm from Seattle. My name's Hannah. I hope to help you guys get as much as you can out of coaching and grow as coaches in this class. And I would be a fruit salad because I can't make my mind up. And I like so many things. So that's me. John, what's your fruit metaphor?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I have my little post here. I was going to sign off, but I'll go too. So I'm John. I originally am from Portland, but now I'm living out of a trailer by the river in many different states. And if that doesn't make sense, you have to look up Chris Farley. And I always go with an apple, and specifically, I think a Honeycrisp apple. Why? They're just my favorite. They're my total favorite. And on a larger note, what we're doing here in wellness coaching and in the coaching field in general, the coaching field in general it's relatively young. It's new. And I just was talking to a dean at the University of Oklahoma, and the University of Oklahoma, we trained 28 of their faculty across 6 different departments, and they recently instituted a wellness coaching program across all of their faculty. So they're now tying bonus checks to the faculty of the University of Oklahoma to do certain wellness tasks, and it caught on like crazy. And so the idea of wellness coaching as a field is totally emerging, and this in many ways is the cutting edge of what's happening in coaching, the ICF credential, and then the opportunity to work with more institutions and individuals who are coming to this awareness of what wellness coaching is about, what coaching is about. I'm an apple, education, wellness, all that good stuff. Thanks, Hannah. I want to sign off now.
Thank you, John.
You guys are in good hands. Take care.
All right. Well, who would like to introduce themselves next? Oh, Robin.
I'm happy to go.
Okay, Mike.
I'm Mike. Hi, everybody. Calling in from Evergreen, Colorado, just outside Denver. Nice to meet everybody. Excited to be here. I'm 55. Have 2 girls in college on the East Coast, and have spent my career in market research, but am kind of taking this on as an avenue to a new path, a new journey. So I'm excited to do that. Fruit is a tough question. I don't know, some kind of a wine grape probably, because I tend to be pretty dry for a while. Kind of a dry sense of humor, but maybe more fun later on in the evening. So again, pleasure to meet everybody.
Nice to meet you, Mike. I like your metaphor. I haven't heard that one before. Oh, great. All right, who is next?
I can go next. I'm Robin, and I'm from Richmond, Virginia. And I am just looking for a change. I've been with the same company for 23 years. It's gotten a little old, so I'm looking for definitely a change. And I don't know about the fruit metaphor. I will tell you, if I disappear from the screen, it just means I'm pacing, because I do have a hard time sitting still for 2 hours. So I don't know about the fruit metaphor.
All right. Thank you, Robin. All right. Let's see. Ed. I'm calling you. Is Ed right? Or
Hello, it's me. Yeah, my name is Eddie. I'm from Brazil, but
Awesome. Where in Brazil are you from?
I'm from Espírito Santo. This is North Rio de Janeiro.
Okay.
Okay, can you hear me well?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you
Okay,
hear us?
Yeah, I'm from Brazil, but I am in Florida right now.
Okay.
I'm do a sales business. I sell stuff from Brazil, and I'm 51 years old. I have a daughter, 16, son, 11. They live in Florida with me.
Okay.
Okay. What else more I can say?
What do you hope to get out of this class, or kind of why coaching, why now? And then if you want to share a fruit metaphor.
My fruit is apple.
Apple?
Yeah.
What kind of apple?
I don't know exactly name here, but the small one is not sweet, but it is small apple. Small kind of apple. I really don't know the brand name, the name exactly, but it's apple.
There's so many names of apples nowadays.
Yeah. It's small apple. It's not big apple. It's small apple.
Awesome.
Okay.
And what do you hope to get out of this class, Ed?
Why?
Yeah.
I have done a few courses for life coach in Brazil, and I start doing something in Florida, and I want to take my ICF certification.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Do you coach in Portuguese?
Yeah, I do that in Portuguese.
Oh, that's so cool.
Actually, I have a few clients that I'm coaching.
Okay, so you have experience. You're kind of after the official certification.
Yeah, I have, but is related for my country. It's related for the people speaking Portuguese and Spanish.
Okay.
I do that, For me, it's challenge. Do the translation for English. I just started learning English. Let me see, 9 years ago.
You're doing amazing.
Thank you.
You're awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. Anything else you want to share, Ed?
No, I think it's for right now.
Okay. Well, it's great.
Do you want to know something more?
I'll think about it.
Okay, good.
All I just have to say is I love Brazil. I got to visit in 2011. It's a wonderful country. All right. Sarah, what about you?
Hey, okay, well, I'm Sarah Norris. I live in Austin, Texas, and I'm a recreation and aquatic therapist. I love my job. I work mostly with people with developmental disabilities and on the autism spectrum, and it's all community-based. But I've kind of been thinking of going into preventive diseases and kind of general population. So, so I'm excited to try this out. We have a new model in rec therapy that's all about flourishing, but it hasn't really been used yet. So I saw your flourishing, coaching to flourish, and I got excited and thought that could be a neat avenue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's so cool how life coaching can literally just benefit anything else that you're doing.
Yeah.
Add to it.
For sure. Yeah. And I guess if I'm like you, a fruit salad, I like so many different things, but lately I can't get enough watermelon, so maybe I'll be refreshing. I don't know.
Yeah, when I was pregnant, all I wanted to eat was watermelon because it was getting so fun. Well, I can relate. Watermelon fruit salad. There you go.
Sounds good.
All right. Who would like to go next?
I'll go.
Okay. Is it JC?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
My name is JC Keller. I live in Maine. I am on East Coast time, so this is about 7 p.m. for me. I'm very excited, though, that this worked with my schedule. I didn't know if I would be able to take a course online through a West Coast group, but this one worked, so I'm really excited to be here. I would like to kind of give back with coaching. I have had just an awesome support system through my 20s. 30 is getting a little closer, and I just had so many great mentors during my 20s when I was trying to figure things out. I work on a college campus now. I think I think millennials could use a little bit of extra guidance sometimes, and for anyone who's read the book Miss Rumphius, this is kind of my Miss Rumphius journey. I want to give back a little bit and help some people out if I can. I love accountability. I love being a cheerleader, and I'm definitely like a self-improvement junkie. I love setting goals and working towards them. And if I was going to be a fruit, I would be either a banana or a pineapple. I love bananas and I eat them all the time. I love to run, and I feel like I need them constantly to help with cramps and in my calves. And I love pineapples because, you know, they're tropical and kind of like a crown.
That's awesome. I like that. Haven't heard pineapple that way before.
And I am at home. I apologize. I have such running around trying to keep my workspace clean.
We've had plenty of cats join classes before. Don't worry.
Oh, yep. Sorry.
No worries. Well, if he attends enough classes, though, he'll get certified too. Awesome. All right. Thank you, JC, and thanks for sharing. All right. And then is it? I'm not sure how to say your name.
Asia.
Asia?
Yes. Can you guys hear me? I'm going to see if I can get my video started.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hi. My name's Asia. Hi. I'm glad to go after JC because I'm the millennial that thinks that we could use, a little help. So I'm 28. I currently work for the Red Cross in Portland, Oregon. I work as an apheresis technician. So what we do is we collect plasma and platelets, and we ship them off to burn and cancer victims. So I've been doing that for about a year. Before that, I was in the Coast Guard. So I am here to challenge myself and learn something new and grow in this field. And if I could be a fruit metaphor, I'd probably say jackfruit, because no one knows what that is, or a mango, because it's tough, but it's really sweet on the inside. Kind of describes me a little bit. But yeah, I look forward to, working with you guys.
Awesome. Thanks, Asia.
Yeah.
All right. And then, is it Kanika? How do you say your name? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hi, Kanika. I'm joined by audio. I'm also on video. Basically, I'm a nursing mother as well. So I have a 7-month-old baby. I'll have to go see her anytime. So it's just convenient to join by audio. I'm actually in Singapore, so it's 7 a.m. my time. Kind of nice because it's before I go to office. And my baby usually sleeps till 8, so at least have an hour. So I'm actually working in the corporate strategy in e-commerce logistics here. And this is just a new avenue for me. I would like to explore that. And I'll see where it goes after the course. I would like to, I joined this after my baby, because the opportunity cost is too high going to office for 10 hours. So that got me to explore this area of wellness coaching.
Awesome.
And in fruit, I don't know if I get that, but probably bananas because I love them, and my baby seems to love them as well.
How old is your baby?
She's 7 months now.
7 months. Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, glad you could be here, and that the 658 number is you as well, then, right?
Yes, that's me.
Okay. The next thing I was going to do was ask, hey, so who's the 658 number? So thanks for telling me. All right. So wonderful to meet you guys all. It's going to be so cool to continue to get to know each other. We're going to have times in classes where we do breakout rooms, so you'll get to work one-on-one with either me or someone else. And that'll be time to also, connect. I also invite you guys to connect. I don't know if you guys are on Facebook. There's a wellness coach community specifically for Coach Training EDU's trained coaches. So that's a great thing to do and get connected with. If you guys want, I can send you guys out the invitation, the link for it for the Facebook page. I can send that out because it's just like all the ones who have been trained through this program. That's another great way to connect and just post and share ideas. And there's also on the materials page, there's a form for you guys to fill out. So I invite you guys all to do that so you can have each other's emails and connect with each other outside of class as needed. It's just helpful to have everyone's info there. Other than that, as this is Zoom, and I mean, you guys all seem to be using it well. We've been able to hear everyone, so that's great. Just so you're aware, there is a chat feature. So we don't want to be using that the whole class because it can be distracting. But if it's like a be right back or a quick thing, it's great to use that chat, just like how John did. How he kind of said goodbye on there. That's a helpful thing to use. There's also at the top right, you'll be able to see speaker view or it's gallery view. It's kind of like the Brady Bunch. So this is a great thing to do so we can all see everyone all at once. So we're like in a virtual room looking at each other, hanging out. So that's how that works. And then there'll be breakout rooms, like I said. And so in that time, just make sure that whatever is shared with another coach, like whatever that you coach them on or they coach you, it's kind of understood that you don't say anything about what they personally said unless they give permission. So just kind of keep that as kind of a safe space to coach whatever you want to coach, and it won't go anywhere unless that they want to talk about it or you guys agree to talk about it. So just so you kind of aware of that. And then other than that, Zoom should be working pretty well. Does anyone have any questions on Zoom, the materials page, or anything getting started before we jump in? Okay. And then everyone has their books. Did anyone not get their book yet?
I don't have my book yet, but I have the PDF on my iPad, but I don't know if I can do both this chat and the PDF at the same time.
Yeah, you actually can probably move Zoom over and then have because I have notes pulled up on one side of my screen right now, and then I have you guys the rest of my screen. So you probably could. Let me know if you don't get the book soon, Sarah, because you should have gotten it.
Okay, well, yeah, I just signed up this last weekend.
Okay, so it's probably going to come in a couple days then.
Okay, perfect. But I took notes on the reading, so I got those.
Yeah, you should be good.
Okay.
Good. Just let me know if it doesn't come soon.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. All right. So we got to get to know each other. We got quite a variety of fruits. And I'm excited for all you guys to start this. So today we're doing levels of listening and powerful questions. So it's really foundational pieces of coaching. At least that's what I see them as for sure. So in thinking about levels of listening, we're actually going to do a couple of exercises to introduce them. But usually how I distinguish level 1 and level 2 listening, because usually we think listening is listening. But level 1 is kind of like the idea of I'm reading a book. I'm getting the words, I'm comprehending. But level 2 is you're completely absorbed in the material. You are reading between the lines. It's just completely immersed in it versus just reading something. So think of level 1 as, I'm getting the facts, but I'm not really absorbed in it. Level 2 is you're just completely absorbed in what someone else is saying, kind of as if you're reading a book in that way. So that's kind of the distinguishing piece of level 1 and level 2. So I'm actually going to walk you guys through a couple exercises just kind of to model the levels of listening. So the first one is called voice mirroring. And this one, I'm going to start talking and I'm going to have you guys all unmute yourselves and talk and try and say the same words I'm saying as I'm saying them. Okay? So everyone go ahead and unmute yourself. This is supposed to be really hard. So I'm going to go ahead and start talking and you guys are going to, okay? So 1, 2, 3. So I can't believe that it's.
So I can't believe that.
I can't believe that it's already
July.
It's crazy. It's already really warm here. I don't know where.
I don't know where.
What did you guys think of that?
Hard.
Hard.
Did you guys understand what I was saying?
No.
Even me as I'm
Not
talking.
when I was talking.
Yeah, even when I'm talking, like I wasn't understanding what I was saying. I'm like, this is so distracting hearing everyone talk, right? Okay, so usually for a couple seconds, you can get some meaning of the words. Maybe you can do level 1, and you can just like pick out pieces. But that's what happens if we have our own like dialogue going in our brain when we're trying to listen to someone. A lot of times it makes it harder, so hard to do level 2 listening because we're running off something else in our head. And so it's very important to really focus on someone else's energy if we cut back their own chatter in our own minds. And so that's kind of the idea. So it's supposed to be really hard and really awkward. So great job, you guys, with that first one. So level 2, so what we're actually going to do is we're going to try out the breakout rooms for a minute. And what we're going to do is someone's going to talk, and you're not allowed to say anything at all. Like, not even allowed to, like, uh-huh, or say mm-hmm, or anything like that. You can nod your head. But the idea is no questions, just listening. You can nod and you can smile. And just basically, you're going to take turns filling a whole minute of just talking about anything. So you could share a recipe. I mean, you can do whatever to fill that minute. And the other person's job is just to listen, smile and nod, and don't ask questions, don't say anything, don't acknowledge, anything like that. And then we'll switch, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about how it went. Anyone have questions?
I'm sorry, I live near the train tracks. That's the one thing I forgot to tell you. Guys, there's a train going by right now.
Don't worry, JC. I live really close to Boeing here in Washington State, and so there'll be time like it was like over right over where we live. So don't worry.
Okay. Well, if anybody hears a train whistle, it's me. I apologize.
As long as you weren't the one making the train noise, they'll be totally fine with the exercise. Okay, I'm gonna pause the recording.